You work, you achieve, you acquire, yet something trembles beneath your smile. The parties are brilliant, the cars gleam, and the city lights sparkle like stars pressed into glass. But in the quiet hours, you feel the hush of emptiness. Somewhere, a revolution stirs, silent, almost imperceptible, reshaping what it means to truly succeed. Thoughts drift like smoke from a distant fire. I have everything, and yet, why does the night feel so cold? Avenues shimmering with ambition, glass towers reflect the sun, and every window hints at lives meticulously curated. Lives that glitter, but never breathe. Advertisements whisper seductively, more comfort, more prestige, more recognition. And we heed them, chasing, ever chasing, with champagne dreams and ledger book hearts. I thought a bigger house, a new car, a glittering weekend in Paris. Perhaps then I would feel content. You murmur to the ceiling, the silk curtains swaying like indifferent sentinels. Epicurus once warned against mistaking pleasure for fulfillment. Marx spoke of alienation. Yet the world insists, to have is to be. And so we chase shadows, hearts half full, eyes wide to a horizon we can never quite touch. Morning arrives with a soft melancholy. You stand before the mirror, tie undone, a tie that never seemed to matter anyway. The apartment glitters in its perfection, yet the silence hums like a secret the city cannot understand. Why does my world feel so empty, though it overflows with things? Why do the voices of 1,000 people still leave me unheard? Social media flashes curated joy, a masquerade of perfection. Offices demand more hours than the days contain. Friends exist as notifications. Love sometimes comes with a price tag. This is the first tremor, the quiet awakening. Once you hear it, the illusion cannot return. Perhaps I have measured success wrong. Perhaps the life worth living has nothing to do with gold, and everything to do with the quiet pulse beneath the noise. In the shadows, subtle revolutions unfold, not with fanfare, not with parades, but in gestures so delicate they might escape notice. A young woman closes her ledger at dusk, feeling the air instead of the screen. A man abandons his office for a walk in the park, not to escape, but to arrive. At first, it seemed like surrender. But now, it feels like awakening. The Stoics advise mastery over what we can, release of what we cannot. Buddhist sages murmur of detachment, not as deprivation, but liberation. And in the modern world, movements echo the same cadence. Slow living, digital retreat, simplicity. Success is no longer ledgered in possessions, but measured in moments, in integrity, in purpose quietly pursued. If I am remembered only for what I possessed, then my life was a portrait in dust. But if I am remembered for love, for courage, for the subtle ways I held the world with care, then perhaps I have truly lived. Ethics converge with beauty here, living rightly, gracefully, deeply. Families gather without phones, friends laugh without comparison. Workers find meaning beyond their paychecks. These acts, quiet yet unyielding, sketch the contours of a new culture. The next revolution will not roar in the streets, it will bloom quietly, in the choices we make when no one is watching. The silent revolution is not renunciation, it is reclamation. It is the poetry of presence, the warmth of connection, the courage of purpose.